everybody, welcome back to Homestead Heart. And tonight I am in the kitchen. I was actually getting ready to make a batter, and I realized that my little flour jar is empty. So I have to make me another big batch of flour, and I'm going to show you what I'm using to do that. Y'all stay tuned. All right, you all. So what I have here in this big 50-pound bag is some organic soft white wheat berries. And I'm getting ready to grind them up and make me a flour. For demonstration purposes, I've only put in this bowl 1.5 cups of wheat berries. Okay? You see that? Now, yeah. Okay, so now these wheat berries, now you have a few varieties of wheat berries, okay? And I have a hard red wheat and I have a soft white wheat, okay? Now, the hard red wheat, I typically use that for making loaves of bread, okay? My soft whites I use for pastries, I use for batter. I'll use this to make farina bread because I don't need a hard wheat for farina bread. So I'll use a softer wheat, okay? So what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to just show you for demonstration purposes how easy it is to make your own flour. Now, that bag of wheat berries has to go in a 5-gallon bucket, okay? And that's how I will store that long term. And those berries will last 20 plus years in my 5-gallon bucket versus buying flour, which won't last nearly as long, okay? So those berries will last me a long time, and I'm going to show you how I grind it up and make myself some flour. Let's get to it. All right, just so you can see, I have my little hand crank grain mill right here, okay? This grain mill, roots and branches, and I got this from Homestead Supply. You all may remember I recommended them a long time ago, and you all went over and really supported their little store. Now, this little hand crank mill, it clamps directly onto my countertop. Let me show you that. It'll clamp, directly on, and it has this little turn right here that allows me to tighten it up underneath here, and I can make it as tight as I need it to be. Okay, and now this baby's on here, it's not going anywhere. All right, so now what I'm going to do is just take my berries, and I'm going to pour them down in this little grain mill. Just like so. And like I said, this is only 1.5 cups of wheat berries, okay? Just 1.5 cups. And I'm going to take my larger bowl and I'm going to sit it directly under this little chute right here. Okay, so now the berries are in. I'm going to take my bowl. Once I start milling this, the flour is going to come from underneath, okay? And I'll have my bowl sitting just like that, okay? Now remember, this is tight attached to my countertop, and this will adjust as high or as low to fit your counter. And all I'm gonna do is start cranking. Let's make sure y'all can see. y'all, it's done. And this is what I have. Look at that. That's my flour. Now, how many cups did I get out of the 1.5 cups of berries? Let's have a look. So I have my measuring cup right here. And we're going to measure this out, okay? I'm going to scoop this up. So that's 1 cup. Let me just adjust the camera. That's 2 cups. And that's about 1/4 of a cup. So, out of 1.5 cups, I got 2 1/4 cups of flour out of my 1.5 cups of wheat berries. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so now I can get started doing what I needed to do because I still need to use this flour. But I just wanted to show you all how easy it is, and I can do this and just make enough to fill up my little container right here, and I won't have to make a batch of flour probably for a while, maybe another month or so. So maybe once a month. Yeah, and this container right here will hold about 4 pounds, between 4.5 pounds of flour, I believe. Or maybe 5 pounds of flour. But I will make enough to fill this up. And I need to measure it and see if it's going to be 4.5 or 5 pounds of flour. But I make enough to fill this up. And once this is full, this will last me a good month or so. I won't have to make this again for another month. And it is so easy to do. And my hard red wheat, I'm only grinding that when I need to make fresh bread. I don't even grind that all the time. Okay, this is the one that I use the majority of the time. Okay, so y'all, I just wanted to take y'all along with me while I since I was getting ready to do it anyway, I figured I may as well share with you. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it. If you haven't done so already, oh, wait a minute. That grain mill, it is a hand crank mill. So if you decide, Mrs. Homestead Heart, I want to do my own, but I don't want to be doing this. They do have what is called a wonder mill, and they are quite pricey. Okay, hence the reason why I don't have one. I'm okay with this, right? So that is the other option for you. If you don't want to use hand crank, they do have the motorized versions, and they do have larger hand crank mills available as well. But like I said, they can get a little pricey. Okay, so just be mindful of that when you're shopping for one. Now, the wheat berries, where did I get them? I got them from Azure. Azure Standard is where I got them from. And I always keep the link to Azure in the description box below in case you're interested in purchasing from them in bulk, whether it be. That's where I get my wheat berries from, okay? So, and I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this, okay? So, yeah, it beats having to buy all of that flour, trying to store all of that flour. Even though it's okay to do, the wheat berries just store a lot longer. All right, y'all? So that is going to do it. If you haven't done so already, give our video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video that we upload to our channel. Thank y'all so much for watching Homestead Heart. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you. I'm going to get busy. I'm going to see y'all in the next video.